Okay, the very first story we have for today is from the AITA subreddit and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Training My Parrot to Greet Guests with a Mysterious Message? So, I have this African gray parrot named Coco. He's an absolute ace at picking up phrases and, well, whispering them. He's a charming little fellow with a penchant for creating a stir with his vocal skills. A couple of months back, I decided it would be hilarious to teach Coco a new phrase to greet guests. I spent weeks training him to say, I know your secrets, in the most melodramatic tone possible. To me, it was just a harmless prank. I mean, who wouldn't have a chuckle at a bird insinuating it's about to spill the beans on some deep, dark confession? At first, when friends came over, they were startled, then laughed it off when they realized it was just Coco being his cheeky self. I enjoyed the gag. Coco seemed to love the attention, and it all seemed in good fun. But that was until last Saturday's dinner party. Among the guests was a newer acquaintance. Coco, with impeccable timing, dropped his signature phrase just as the guest walked through the door. Her reaction was not what I expected. Instead of laughter, there was a distinct flash of horror across her face. It turned out she had been grappling with guilt over a professional mishap she hadn't disclosed to anybody. The room turned awkwardly silent. Some guests chuckled nervously, waiting for her to laugh along, but instead, she abruptly excused herself and barely spoke for the rest of the evening. I tried to break the ice by explaining the story behind Coco's unique greeting, but the damage was done. After the party, a mutual friend told me that she had felt targeted, as though I had somehow trained Coco to expose her secret plight in front of everyone. Other friends think it's a no harm, no foul situation and that her reaction was uncalled for because there was no way I could have known about her issues. I feel horrible that what I intended as a playful joke deeply unsettled someone. I've considered retraining Coco or at least keeping him in a separate room for future gatherings, but part of me wonders if this was really a major misstep or if it's a harmless party trick gone unexpectedly awry. So, am I the astronaut for teaching my parrot to say, I know your secrets whenever guests come over? This sounds like a her problem to me. Everybody else was okay with it. Everybody else was okay with it. It's this own person, this individual person's guilt that is the problem here. That's not your parrot's fault. That's not your fault. So let me get this straight. If this person walks past anyone on the street and that person just randomly said, I know your secrets, just targeted, like you trained your parrot because you knew this person just looked guilty or that they would look guilty when they walked in the door. And you're like, you know what? Coco, listen to me. If you can sense that someone's hiding a deep, dark sin, I want you to say this, but only if you can really tell that they're hiding something. Your bird cannot see into her soul. She brought more attention to it than the bird did. It was her reaction that caused this whole thing to go sideways. It wasn't what your bird said. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Also, it really further supports the whole fortune cookie approach that I want to take, where I want to make fortune cookies that say shit like she knows inside on the fortune, some stuff like that. You know what I mean? Obviously, this person wouldn't take that very well, but I think it just further supports the need for this in the universe. I think we should train Navy Thunder to say shit like this when people walk in. Imagine having a toddler say that. She already does this. She doesn't say, I know your secrets when people walk in. This is an NTA. There's no way that you could have known. It's a her problem. Her reaction is what caused the stir and brought so much attention to it. It's not your fault that she feels guilty about something that she did. That's what it comes down to.